In the early 1990s, inside the computer laboratory at Cambridge University, there was a problem. A serious one. 15 of the most overworked scientists in Britain shared exactly one coffee pot. And the coffee, the fuel keeping the entire department upright, kept running out. Now skip forward 30 years. Different country, a museum in Paderborn, Germany. Behind a pane of glass, a coffee pot sits on a shelf. A small camera is pointed at it. Most visitors walk past without realizing what they're looking at. It's the same coffee pot. And the story of how it got from one to the other is also the story of how your Ring doorbell, your laptop lens, and every video call you've ever taken came to exist. This is the artifact that built the modern internet, and almost nobody knows the story. I'm going to fix that. The Trojan Room, Computer Laboratory, University of Cambridge, 1991. Picture a building that smells like old carpet and burnt instant coffee. Beige plastic computers humming under fluorescent lights. 15 researchers in jumpers, writing code that would, eventually, run the world. And one coffee pot. For the entire department. Not one per floor, one. So when you'd hiked across the building to fill your mug, more often than not, you find it bone dry. A computer scientist named Quentin Stafford Fraser was sick of this. Quentin and his colleague Paul Jardetsky did what computer scientists do when faced with a minor inconvenience that any normal person would just accept. They over-engineered. They grabbed a salvage grayscale video camera, mounted it on a retort stand, the kind they use in chemistry labs, pointed it at the pot, ran the cable under the floor to a frame grabber in their office. Quentin wrote the client software, Paul wrote the server. They called it X Coffee. It updated 3 times a minute, 128 by 128 pixels of pure brown gradient. The first time anyone pointed a camera at something boring and broadcast it to a network, for no reason at all except laziness. For 2 years, this lived inside the lab, a private joke between 15 people. Then November 1993 happened. A new web browser called Mosaic had just figured out how to display images. 2 more Cambridge researchers, Daniel Gordon and Martin Johnson, rewrote the system to broadcast the coffee pot over the open internet. Plain HTTP. No password, no login, no reason. Anyone in the world could now look at a coffee pot in Cambridge. And, for reasons that still aren't entirely clear, millions of them did. This is where it gets strange. Tourists started showing up at the computer laboratory, asking to see the famous coffee pot in person. Japanese television flew out to film it. A travel guide listed it as a Cambridge attraction. Quentin Stafford Fraser would walk into his own lab and find total strangers staring at the corner. He started getting emails from people in Australia who checked the pot every morning. Someone called it their window to the future. It was a coffee pot, in a hallway, in a country where the coffee is, historically, not the point. By March 2001, the feed had logged over 2.3 million unique visitors, most of whom would never drink a single drop of the coffee they were watching. And then the decade caught up with it. The Cambridge Computer Lab announced it was moving to a new building. The original Trojan Room would be torn down. The hardware running the camera was so old that nobody on staff really knew how it worked anymore. By 2001, it was the last surviving piece of late 80s kit on the entire university network. The pot itself, a Krups Pro Aroma 10-cup jug, had given up in March 2001. It leaked water. Someone had cut the mains plug off entirely. A symbol of the early internet, sitting unplugged on a counter, dripping. August 22nd, 2001. 9:54 in the morning, UTC. Inside the Trojan room, someone reached for the power switch on the server. The camera caught it. A finger, a thumb, a blurry hand a fraction of a second from contact. Click. That image, a hand pressing a power button, was the last frame the first webcam ever transmitted. Front page of the Times, front page of the Washington Post, The Guardian, Wired, the BBC. A coffee pot got the kind of obituary normally reserved for a small head of state. And then, because the internet is never really finished with anything, the pot went up on eBay. The listing was painfully honest. Krupp's Pro Aroma. Broken. Leaks water. Mains plug cut off. Certificate of authenticity included. Probably beyond repair. A German news magazine called Der Spiegel bought it. Final price, £3,350. The most expensive non-functional coffee maker in human history. Then, and you cannot make this up, Krupp's, the manufacturer, heard about the sale. They sent technicians to Hamburg, repaired the pot for free even though the warranty had expired by about a decade, plugged it back in. It sat in the Spiegel newsroom for the next 15 years, brewing actual coffee for actual journalists, while a new camera filmed the whole thing. In 2016, the pot was donated to a museum in Paderborn, Germany, the Heinz Nixdorf Museums Forum. It's there now, behind glass. You can go look at it on the internet right now if you want to. So, look at what just happened. A camera, hacked together by two tired researchers to spy on a coffee pot, became a permanent global broadcast. Strangers watched a pot they would never drink from, in a country most of them would never visit. And we kept building. Bigger lenses, faster connections, cameras in places nobody asked for them, doorbells, refrigerators, vacuum cleaners. The front-facing one, watching you right now. There are now, by most estimates, billions of internet-connected cameras pointing at things on this planet. Every single one of them descends from one annoyed Englishman who didn't want to walk up the stairs.